have the exact same performance, handling, style. This thing is great. Now today we're going to be comparing every generation of the Corvette Z06, starting off with the C5, the C6, the C7, and the all-new C8. First, we're gonna start with the C5 Z06 and work our way up to the C8 Z06. Let's go check it out. The C5 Z06, this is what started it all, with the LS6 5.7 liter V8 cranking out 405 horsepower and only weighing 3,200 pounds, which is crazy. This is a track-oriented Corvette that they came out with in 2001. They made these from 2001 all the way to 2004. These cars are getting more and more popular with their affordability and their performance. These are bang for the buck. If you're looking to go to the track or just have a fun street car, you can't go wrong with the C5 Z06. The C5s, the Z06 is the highest trim level. They did not offer a ZR1 in the C5s. They did in the C4s, but not in the C5s. So if you wanted the highest trim level in the early 2000s, the Z06 was the one. If you're looking for that raw analog feel, that old school feel, the C5 is definitely the one for you. Now, next one's gonna be the C6 Z06. Man, this thing is crazy. GM really stepped up the game from the C5 now to the C6. If you notice, the pop-up headlights are missing. They took the 5.7 liter out and put a 7 liter 427 in it, making 500 horsepower, still bolted to that reliable T56 transmission. This thing is crazy. Now, my personal favorite is the C6 Z06. The 427 with the raw, naturally aspirated power is unreal, and I absolutely love it. The aggressive wide body is really good looking going down the road and awesome at the track. GM didn't stop here. They came out with the C7 Z06 in 2015, and that thing is awesome. Let's go check it out. Next is the C7 Z06, where GM really modernized the Z06. Starting off, this is the first Z06 with a supercharger, the removable top, and the optional 8-speed automatic transmission. This thing is crazy. Now the C7, while it gained the supercharger, it did lose the 427. So now we have a 6.2 liter supercharged LT4 making 650 horsepower with 650 foot-pounds of torque. This thing is absolutely crazy to drive. So earlier I mentioned that this is the first Z06 that actually has a removable top. And what's really cool about this top is it actually fits in the trunk of the vehicle. Now this is a first for the Z06, and the Z06 now you can get in a convertible, which is this right here, which is a full convertible, which is really, really cool. Two firsts for the Z06s, both really awesome cars. Next is the C8 Z06, where GM reinvented the Corvette by moving the motor from the front to the middle of the car. Now, having the engine in the middle of the car gives you a new front storage and rear storage, and it's a better balanced vehicle. Now, with the engine application, GM lost the supercharger and went back to a naturally aspirated application with a 5.5 liter flat plane crank, 8,600 RPM redline. This thing is crazy with 670 horsepower. So now we're losing the 6.2 liter, going down in displacement to a 5.5 liter. You're actually gaining more horsepower and more RPM range. So GM putting the engine in the middle of the car is now competing with Ferrari, Lamborghini at such a different price point. So if you're looking to have that supercar look and not break the bank, the C8 Z06 is where it's at. So my favorite part is the new 5.5 liter naturally aspirated flat plane crank. This thing sounds just like a European supercar. This thing is awesome. Let's go take it for a drive and hear what it sounds like. Paddle shifters are spot on. Yeah. The handling is absolutely amazing. Man, that is amazing. That sound is unmatched. Now in this generation, they went from a cross plane crank to a flat plane crank, getting you that exotic high revving sound, which is absolutely amazing. Now driving the new Z06, it doesn't even feel like you're in a Corvette. It feels like you're in a European, Italian sports car. This thing is amazing, especially for the price. For a quarter of the price of a Lamborghini, you have the exact same performance, handling, style. This thing is great. What a car. Well, they went from the 6.2 liter to a 5.5, but it's still drinking gas like crazy. So that's all the generations of Z06s. Let me know which one you like the best. Subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.